Sound, a group of vibrations, things that can be heard. Sound can influence the way we communicate in the world with others. Many artists have used sound. From the beginner to the professional, from the novelist to the master, from creating, experimenting, and making a masterpiece. These are all the elements of sound. Hi, I'm L.V. Smith, host of the show Sounds Within, and our art is sound, as you know. As I was saying before in time, you never know who you're going to meet. I remember a few months ago I met a young man who happened to work at Costco. He was in a band and turned out to be a pretty great band. Turns out somebody he knows gave me a phone call saying, hey, I would like to be part of that show. So this show is gaining traction every day. So it turns out I ran into this band called Victorian Sky. And we're going to find out what they're all about. They say they are alternative rock, but we'll see what they have to offer. Are you ready? Take it away, boys.
Give me the tale of the bad man and all his wonderful toys for the boys and girls to know. Give me the tale of the bad man while the young girls cried, all the young men died alone. Give me the tale of right and reason, cause you know we got the season to kill and it's all okay. From the greatest disguise, oh, the criminal mind, take it back. I was mine, I was rightfully mine. You know I was best for you. You thought I was waiting on you. You thought I was bound to rock the boy the dread out. Get me away is all I say. You're out in gray. Tale of the con man and all his wonderful lies for you and I to find. Won't if I based a contract? He steals your shoes, your food, and your life on mine. Give me the tale of right and reason, cause you know we got the season to kill and it's all okay. From the greatest disguise, oh, the criminal mind, take it back, I was mine, I was rightfully mine. You know I was best for you. You thought I was waiting on you. You thought I was bound to rock and pour the dread out. Hey, you were is all I say. You're out and gray. Yeah. You know I was best for you. You thought I was waiting on you, know was. But then I was allowed to rock and pour the dread out. Get me away is all I said. You're out in gray.
Hey, that was Victorian Sky. And who do I have the pleasure of meeting here?
My name is David Martinez, lead singer of the band and rhythm guitarist.
That sounds good. What were we listening to?
The first song you just heard was a new song. It's an original we wrote in collaboration with my drummer, Alex. Just something, you know, very high energy, a lot of fun, you know, good rock and roll, all that kind of stuff.
And you call yourself just an alternative band? I mean, if this is alternative, I'm getting more and more attracted to it.
Well, we use the term a little bit loose, I feel, but alternative is the best description we could come up just because we try to keep the sound very open to what we want to do. We don't want to limit ourselves to a style, but alternative is the closest. Post-grunge, more specifically.
We'll leave it right there. Okay, we got to meet another member here. Who do you have the pleasure of speaking to?
I am Sean Keston, the guitarist of Victorian Sky.
All right, Sean. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to hit David later with this one. What was the very first sound you ever remember in your life?
It was Beethoven's Fifth when I was born.
Heavy.
Well, I don't know that I remember it, but that's what I've been told.
You go what you're told, but that's fine with us. We're moving on. And on drums we have...
Alex Sotello.
All right, Alex. What was the very first sound you remember in life? It doesn't have to be musical.
Well, it kind of relates to it. I guess anything like kind of like boombox static. There was always like radio or stereo in my house, so there was always music around. Be it like Spanish music, current like '90s music from my sister, stuff like that.
Sounds like a great mixture of fun there. I would love to hear some good rock and Espanol, whatever is down there. I love it all.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Why not? Good stuff.
But no, it's great. I'm coming back. Oh, you later. On my instrument, I've really got it together. We have
Alec Nystrom?
Alec Nystrom. Love that bass.
Thank you, sir.
What was the very first sound you ever remembered?
I think the thunderous roar of a V8 automobile.
I love American Muscle. Do you remember what it was?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm not sure. Is so many of them, not necessarily V8s, but all sorts of automobiles.
Hey, I love the sound of American machines going off. Hey, I take foreign too, but American Muscle. Yeah. I'm moving on here to the leader, Brother David Martinez. What was the very first sound you remembered in life?
For me, it's not as awesome as a V8, but it was just sitting in a car with family and just hearing everybody talking and hearing fireworks. It was the 4th of July. It was fireworks in the background. They had taken us to the Rose Bowl, and I just remember sitting in the back seat with all my cousins and just talking, fireworks in the background. It was awesome. It's pretty cool.
Great. That is cool. What a happy memories you must have had there. Yeah. Now we're going to move you to another segment in life here. What was the very first sound you remembered that got you pushing towards Victorian Sky?
That's easy. I was a kid. I used to have this uncle who used to come over all the time and just sit there and pluck at La Bamba, some John Denver, Fleetwood Mac, and just belt it out, and I was just staring on, wondering, and just be like, that's amazing. That's something I definitely see myself doing when I'm older. My parents put me in piano first, but then I eventually just on my own was like, I'm picking up the guitar. I want to learn, so here I am.
Loving it. If I had my way, I would try to go after that Hammond organ.
Yeah, I'm not quite.
Oh, but that's okay. You're doing good. Okay, Brother Sean, what was the first sound you remembered that pushed you towards the Victorian Sky?
Push me toward Victorian Sky, you say? I don't know. One of their songs? Because in my case, I joined the band late, so I was like, yeah, these guys are pretty cool. I can dig it.
Well, we were playing before Victorian Sky?
Oh, for many years. They're like one of my latest acts.
Okay, so what pushed you towards that gorgeous act?
This guitar, you're saying? Wait, this specific guitar or just guitar in general? Guitar in general. Oh, guitar in general. I don't know. I grew up on like rock music like Jimi Hendrix and Cream and Deep Purple and stuff like that. I dig that.
Ooh, I saw them, so thank you.
That's cool, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Moving on. Brother Alex, what was the very first sound that pushed you towards drumming?
Well, I started off as a guitar player first, and then I kind of started practicing more on drums. But it was, from the beginning, I guess it was kind of Nirvana and stuff like that. Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, that type of stuff, like when I was a toddler.
Make me feel old.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. I don't mind it.
But yeah, that's pretty much stuff like that. It kind of pushed me to this type of music. It was like my first love of the genre and stuff.
Excellent, excellent. We're not going to forget Alec here. I love to run. Keys, while you're able, run. Okay, Alec, what was the very first sound you remember that pushed you towards the bass?
Well, my dad used to always play. He used to have a band when I was a wee one, and he used to always jam out in the garage, pretty much the same place where we jam.
Your father jammed.
Well, yeah, he was playing a band, Rip Griffin, back in the day.
What did he play?
He was rhythm guitar player, but I think as far as what led me toward bass, probably seeing Flea videos of Flea, and like that, just him ripping it up, just even real basic stuff.
A ripper he still is, wouldn't you agree?
And no doubt about it.
Okay, we got to find out now, what does it take to produce music for Victorian Sky? What are some things you would need?
Well, it's always nice to have several practices to get together, but as far as like a lot of the writing, the most important part is having the prophets of grunge rock in the band, David Martinez and Alex Sotelo back on the drums. They really, as far as the chorus of the song lyrically and progression-wise, I mean, these guys are masters of the art, I'd say. But and then of course, fine-tuning it and getting it nailed down is, of course, very important in practices and all that good stuff.
Wonderful. Okay, Alex, what would you say are things you needed for the tools to produce music for Victorian Sky?
Just to be clear-headed, I guess. Anytime I write, I just try not to sit down and think I'm about to write a song. I just kind of jam away, and then I'll just record everything, and whatever I catch that to me sounds good, I'll use it to build a song off of.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Okay, Sean, what is needed to produce music for Victorian Sky?
I just kind of do a lot of top layering like parts after these guys generally come up with the core skeleton of the song.
That sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan. Now's your turn, Brother David. What are the elements needed to produce for Victorian Sky?
I think definitely a love for music, a passion for it, because, I mean, without that, you have nothing. A little bit of talent, just a little bit, and a lot of defiance. So it's a lot of that, you know.
Sounds great. Love it. So what we're going to hear next?
The next song we got coming up is actually a little fusion song that's like a rock bluesy feel called Rocket Boys of Dreadnought City.
Rocket Boys from Dreadnought City. Take it, Victorian Sky.
Give me the tale of the bad man and all his wonderful toys for the boys and girls to know. Give me the tale of the bad man, while the young girls cried, all the young men died alone. Give me the tale of right and reason, cause you know we got the season to kill, and it's all okay. From the greatest disguise, oh, the criminal mind, take it back, I was mine, I was rightfully mine. You know I was best for you, you thought I was waiting on you, you thought I was bound to rock the boys of Dreadnought. Get me away, is all I say. You're old and gray. Give me the tale of the con man and all his wonderful lies for you and I to find. Won't a five-page letter contract? He steals your shoes, your food, and your life on mine. Give me the tale of right and reason, cause you know we got the season to kill, and it's all okay. From the greatest disguise, oh, the criminal mind, take it back, I was mine, I was rightfully mine. You know I was best for you, you thought I was waiting on you, you thought I was bound to rock the boys of Dreadnought. You're old and gray. Yeah. You know I was best for you. You thought I was waiting on you, know what? But then I was allowed to rock and pour the dread now. Get me away. Is all I said. You're old and gray.
Rocket Boys from Dreadnought City. That was so exciting. Hey. Now let's get to the next segment of our show. Let's get down to nitty-gritty things. So everybody gets to participate in this, folks, so don't worry about it. They better worry, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, what are the positives and negatives of being a musician?
For me, the positives definitely are just you can move people. You can definitely, instill your feelings of what you want in a song, and share that with everybody. I mean, for me, that's one of the greatest things that you can share with, just the audience. And I mean, there are, of course, negatives. I mean, a lot of the negatives have to do with the work we actually have to put in, but it's all worth it in the end. A lot of times, we get into little heated arguments, but, we got to see through those differences and just focus on the music.
You forced me to change a word. Instead of using negatives, I'm going to say challenges. Okay. So how's that sound?
Okay, sure.
Okay. Brother Sean, talk to me. What are the positives and the challenges of being a musician?
Well, the positives, I really appreciate venturing towards sonic gratification and I echo a lot of the sentiments that David said, and I just like to
sonic gratification. What is that?
Just getting really satisfying sounds.
That would work. That would really work out. Okay, with that being said, I'll be back. Relax. These are great times. Yep. Now, what are some of the positives and challenges of being a musician?
Well, the positives a lot are just like everything David said, to getting to play what you love, there's passion for it and stuff like that, getting to share with other people. The biggest challenge is getting noticed, standing out from the rest of the people, a million other people doing the exact same thing you are.
That is a major challenge. What do you mean by that, like standing out?
Just what makes you better than all the other bands that are trying to do the exact same thing you are.
I have to agree. Brother Alec, what are the positives and challenges of being a musician?
I think positives, probably the best thing I enjoy. Well, I enjoy work of all kinds, but when we have a live show, loading everything in the garage up into the truck and making the trip out, however far it may be, to really have all the work that we do throughout the week pay off. I think live shows are probably the most fun I have.
So you really get a workout there.
Yeah, well, yeah, yes, you could see I like to move around.
Obviously, that means you're going to be around this planet a long time, to use it or lose it. Now, I'm going to kind of move things along here. Now, do you have any mentors?
Mentors? Yeah, I had lessons growing up. My bass instructor, George Borovich, kind of taught me all the skills and all the necessary things to learn as a beginning musician. And then I don't know if you know John Avila from Boingo Boingo. He's pretty big around here. I took a lot of lessons, like a lot of little tricks and stuff that he's learned on the bass. So those are kind of my direct mentors.
Fabulous. Mentors, Brother Alex. Mentors.
Well, like every instrument I've been playing is pretty much self-taught. I took a few lessons a little bit for about a month when I was playing guitar when I was about 13, 14. But everything else has really just been more of watching like live musicians, going to gigs and stuff.
Feeling the energy, you would say. All right. Mentors, Brother Sean. Have you had any mentors that spawned you to go where you are?
Just my dad. Just, like having the rock and roll spirit and just having fun with it. I wouldn't say I had too much mentorship as far as getting taught guitar or anything, because I pretty much learned that on my own.
Sounds great, 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 great. Now, mentors, brother.
Well, for me, it's been more of the people I'm surrounding myself with. So my mentors have been every musician that has come into my life has shown me something I've seen live on stage, heard a CD, anything like that. Not so much immediate family, but more learning something from everybody out there. That's my mentor, really.
That's great. Now we're going to find out what these mentors have meant to you. What are you going to do to show your appreciation in your next song?
I'm definitely going to, just put all my entire heart and soul into the next song, just make sure I can really perform it.
What is that song?
The next song we got going on is it's called what's it called again? This is called Political Childhood.
This is called Political Childhood. Victorian Sky.
One, two, three, go! Conquer your universe, just another lesson learned. Brick and brass and attack, and never mind, it's all intact. Raise your fist and give a shout, like a baby, give a bell. Never mind, it's what the zero, never, there is all again! Play your side, run that down, there you down. Circle, circles, magical. Tick-tock is 1 o'clock, breathing, sweating, make a sound. Try your ass, why sweating, moving, blood gone. Rather think you die, lecture, always have. Cause you rather give a brother, never mind, it's gonna run you. Play your side, run that down, tear you down. Circles, circles, magical. Run that down! Tear you down! Circle, circles, magical.
Political childhood, let me tell you. I may be a true senior citizen at 65, but let me tell you, it does bring out some childhood here. Okay, David Martinez of Victorian Sky. Do you have any future plans, albums, and things? Talk about what are some of the future projects that you're working on.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, we have a very ambitious project coming up where we're going to be recording a new album coming out next year in October. We're putting a lot of heart, a lot of work into it, a lot of pictures, videos, just talking to people all over the place and just trying to get it out there. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a really good album, and we're just putting as much as we can into it. So we're hoping a lot of you guys will enjoy it out there for sure.
That does sound great. Where are some of the venues Victorian Sky will be playing?
Oh, okay. Well, we got a lot of shows in the local area as far as like the San Gabriel Valley, the Black Watch Club. We got the 66. We got Callahan's, which is a local place that we play regularly in Azusa. We are hopefully trying to expand out to LA once the album is ready to set release. So we'll definitely keep you guys posted on our website, victoriansky.com, and on facebook.com/victoriansky. And check out our shows and come check us out.
And we will list those contact places for you to see in the credits. So read the credits when they roll at the end. Now, here we come. We have this demon called time. Time is no friend to anybody. Whether you're aging or you're having a good time doing something real fun or making great music or art, time will eat you up when you're not careful. So, this is a segment where we ask each artist to give words of wisdom to their camera. You know where that camera is because the light will be shining upon thee. What are your words of wisdom to aspiring artists?
For any of you artists out there, definitely just don't stop trying. Keep making that really crappy music with your friends, and the longer you do it, that stuff turns into some beautiful works of art that you never thought you could imagine. So don't stop. Keep going. Just do what you love and don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Thank you. Brother Sean, what are your words of wisdom to future aspiring lead guitarists?
Just keep on persisting and just do what's in your heart. Enough
Well,
said.
I couldn't say it any better. Yes, Alex, the guy with the glamorous smile. What are your words of wisdom?
Again, like kind of paraphrasing what David said, my main thing is just play what you love what you play, and don't forget why you started in the first place.
Gee, philosophers here. Finally, the guy carries the anchor of it all. Alec, what are your words of wisdom?
They said it well, but love the work that goes into it. What you get out is, I guess, make the best of it. Even when there's one person at the show or nobody at all, there's a lot more to come.
Love it. This has been another episode featuring Victorian Sky. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming. Hi, this is L.V. Smith, here to encourage you. Please be sure to check out the credits. You will see the contact information for Victorian Sky on the closing credits. As for me, you know how to contact me. It'll be at lv@guitarman, that's GUTARMAN.com. And all the other Facebook contacts of that sort too. We hope to have another great day when we appear for the new year, and we wish everybody a fruitful 2015. So until then, stay safe, celebrate, enjoy life, and we'll see you then. Peace and what are we going to hear for our closing song?
This final song is a new one from our newest album called The Machinist.
The Machinist, Victorian Sky.
Don't let me slow you down. I've been seeing you around, walking around my town. Don't let me slow you down. I see you bleeding. The ghost was at my door. Another day for me to mourn. Ever since I could have sworn that the ghost was at my door. I see you weeping. The ghost was at my door. Another day for me to mourn. Ever since I could have sworn that the ghost is at my door. I know you feel me.